We're going to be drawing from our Light Seekers Tarot deck today. So, Angel, Spirit Guides, and Ancestors, please tell me about Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What messages do we have for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs? Tell me about Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, please. Tell me about Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. And tell me about challenge for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. The Fool card. All right, let's go ahead and put these cards over and see what the Angel, Spirit Guides, and Ancestors have to tell you. So in the past, we have the Five of Wands in the reverse, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Two of Cups. So Aries, it looks like in the past there was a relationship, and this was something that I feel like wasn't anything new. You devoted some time and energy into this relationship, as represented by the Seven of Pentacles here. And you were definitely waiting to see where things were going. You were waiting to see what blossomed from this connection. The problem is there seemed to be a little bit of a competitive nature between the two of you. With the Five of Wands in reverse here, I almost feel like it was something that kind of overshadowed whatever love the two of you had in this connection. There was a need to kind of outdo the other. There was too much of a focus on, for example, like who was the breadwinner, who gave more into the relationship. If one person did something, the other person had to do better. If one person looked this way, they had to look better. Kind of like that. It was just there was this overly competitive nature in this relationship. And I believe it's just something that was starting to show over time. It wasn't something that was, there in the beginning, but as the two of you grew together, this was what started to become apparent to you. In the present, we've got the World card in the reverse, the Six of Pentacles, and the Sun card. So I feel like you are kind of in a point where you are a bit stagnant, Aries. I think whatever this situation is, whatever this relationship in the past is, it kind of left you feeling like, you couldn't move forward. You definitely couldn't go back to where we were in the beginning, but as far as where you got to, this relationship could not go forward. And you realized that you needed something more even, something that had a more equal give and take. And you were trying very hard in this moment of time to to turn things around for yourself, to, feel very confident about yourself, reclaim your energy, because you know what you're worth, you know what you deserve in a relationship, and this particular situation is not going any farther. In fact, the longer you stay in the situation, the longer you're going to feel stuck. But deep down, you know that you deserve more and you want more, and I believe that you are actively trying to reclaim that energy. You are a very energetic, bright person, and you know that this is a bad situation. You know that you've got to get out. I feel like you're becoming very aware of the fact that the longer you stay in this, the longer you're going to have to go without. In the near future, the Magician card, Judgment in reverse, and the Empress. So I see you manifesting a new beginning for yourself. Stepping into Empress energy, somebody very creative, somebody very in control of their life. Again, somebody, you know what you want, Aries. And you are hell bent on getting it. And with this Judgment card and the reverse, I feel like you are trying to overcome the fines that are holding you to this relationship in the past, and I believe still kind of in this current moment. You're working very hard to break those chains. You still feel very tied to that, but you are, as I said, in the present moment, you are very aware of your strength. You're very aware of your power within, and you are actively trying to manifest this new start for yourself. You're coming into Empress energy. You want a divine counterpart. You want love, and you want success, and you are going to get it, and you're working very hard to try and achieve that for yourself. In the distant future, we've got the Seven of Wands in the reverse, the Chariot, and the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. So there's definitely a need to reconnect with yourself in the distant future. Something is coming in fast for you. There's something that's going to happen. It's going to be a sudden change, and I think it's going to. I think that this sudden change is going to be your realization that you, excuse me, you still have some things that you need to work on. And I believe the Seven of Wands in reverse, it indicates to me that you really need to take some time for yourself. Whenever you are Empress energy, you are making sure that you are perfectly fine. You're wanting to be this Empress, and there's some inner work that you still have to do, possibly some meditation, reaching out to a higher power, but definitely stopping to recognize your self-worth. With the Three of Pentacles in the reverse here, there's definitely understanding that, you might not be able to do this alone. Rely on your friends and your family to support you as you're trying to rebuild yourself, trying to rebuild your life, because with the Chariot card here, life moves at a breakneck speed, and I believe that something is coming towards you that's going to make you realize that there are still some things that you need to correct. This could be an offer of love coming towards you. This could be a new job opportunity, a chance to move, whatever the situation is. It's coming very fast. It's going to spur on these final changes that you need to make within. Now, your overall challenge in all this is the Fool card. So you are a bit naive at times, a little bit, carefree, throw caution to the wind type individual. And you need to be very mindful of that with everything that you do, because sometimes it can get you into situations that you're not entirely happy with. But at the same time, it can be a good thing. It's a useful sort of optimism. So just keep that in mind. Try not to be too naive. Try not to believe everything that you hear at face value. But still maintain that excited, any